Okay, question? Yeah, go ahead. Sure. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
She's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account
Only
has
Rosie
several...
O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
We give state dinners to the heads of China. I say, why are you doing state dinners for them? They're ripping us left and right. Just take them to McDonald's and go back to the negotiating table. Seriously. It's true.
Okay. I want to get paid the same as a man, and I think you understand that. So, if you become president, will a woman make the same as a man, and do I get to choose what I do with my body?
You're going to make the same if you do as good a job. You're going to make the same if you do as good a job. You know, last night, I called Hillary a nasty woman. But this stuff is all relative. After listening to Hillary rattle on and on and on, I don't think so badly of Rosie O'Donnell anymore. In fact, I'm actually starting to like Rosie a lot.
Do you expect Matt Whitaker to be involved in the Russia probe? Do you want him to...
It's up to him.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Mr. President, since you attacked CNN, can I ask you a question?
John Roberts, go ahead, John.
Can I ask you a question?
No. John Roberts, go ahead. CNN's fake news. I don't take questions. I don't take questions from CNN. CNN is fake news. I don't take questions from CNN. John Roberts of Fox. Let's go to a real network.
Your campaign had an ad showing migrants climbing over walls and so on.
That's true. But they weren't actors.
They're not going to be doing that.
They weren't actors.
They're hundreds of miles away, though. They're hundreds and hundreds of miles away. That's not an invasion.
Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings would be much better.
If I may ask one other question, Mr. President, if I may ask one other question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President, I was going to ask one other.
We are alarmed by the new calls to adopt socialism in our country. America was founded on liberty and independence and not government coercion, domination, and control. We are born free and we will stay free. It's great to be here with 1,000 wonderful people, or as I call it, a small, intimate dinner with some friends. Or as Hillary calls it, her largest crowd of the season.
His visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you.
But Jake, why is this such a big topic for you right now?
Well, immigration's a very big topic. Take a look at all the crime that's being committed. Go take a look at it.
The research says the crime does not match what you're saying. The research, the Pew research, which is independent, says.
Don't be naive. You're a very naive person.
The Pew research says that there are for immigrants on the whole
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead. I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead.
In Jim's defense, I've traveled with him and watched him. He's a diligent reporter who busts his butt.
Well, I'm not a big fan of yours either, so
I understand.
To be honest,
he's woefully unprepared to do this job.
What say you?
I think he's the worst president maybe in the history of our country. I think he's been a disaster. He's been weak. He's been ineffective. I know Hillary met my campaign manager, and I got the chance to meet the people who are working so hard to get her elected. There they are, the heads of NBC, CNN, CBS, ABC. There's the New York Times right over there, and the Washington Post. They're working overtime. True.
Mr. President, you repeatedly, over the course of the...
Okay, just sit down, please. Well, when you report fake news, when you report fake news, which CNN does a lot, you are the enemy of the people. Go ahead.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question? Mr. President-elect.
Go ahead.
Mr. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you state,
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
go ahead.
Can you state categorically,
she's asking a question. Don't
Mr.
be rude.
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir,
go ahead.
Can you...
But one of the things I noticed tonight, and I've known Hillary for a long time, is this is the first time ever, that Hillary is sitting down and speaking to major corporate leaders and not getting paid for it.
Why not sign the other bills, though, so some of these workers can get paid, the government
You
get
think
more?
I should do that?
Yeah,
Do you think I should do that, John?
Well, I mean, it's not for me to say
I watch
that.
your one-sided reporting. Do you think I should do that?
It's
John.
It's
no,
not
seriously,
my
John. Do you think I should just sign?
Well, the argument has been made that you
me.
can sign these bills that have nothing to do with
John,
border security.
Do you think I should just sign?
And I'm saying that if you sign that, these workers can start getting paid. The government can start working.
So you would do that if you were in my position? You'd do that?
I'm not in your position. I'm asking you if that's something you will do.
I'm asking you, would you do that if you were in my position? If you would do that, you should never be in this position. Because you'd never get anything done. Virtually.
Hello, everyone. My goodness, man, it never gets old watching that. Welcome to CobraCast IRL. I am your host, Jeremy D-Day Cobra, and we got a lot to talk about. I love that opening zinger, the savage moments from Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States of America and the greatest president of my lifetime, and he is back. Retribution, he is back. Savage Trump has returned. He's getting his mojo back. His CPAC speech was awesome. We're going to talk about that. And there's a lot to talk about. But how are you guys doing today? Man, you don't remember how great Trump was sometimes until you see that compilation of all of the stuff he did. And there's just nobody like him. And he's always right. He's right. He's been right. He continues to be right. And it's just awesome. I see a lot of you here. I saw Alice in Blunderland says, missed the last 2 streams, so I need to catch up. Hey, we're here for you. You can go back and watch those episodes you missed. No problem there. I saw this one. I love how a live stream born from a meme has gone so far. Yeah, like, it's because of all of you. That's the reason. That's the reason that this show exists, because of you. I work for you and only you. And you guys have made this CobraCast thing just something amazing. And actually, I'm working on some artwork, having some artwork made for the Snake Pit. That's right. Some Snake Pit artwork. Rise up, Snake Pit. I see all of you from the Cobra crew, and I really do appreciate it. Yeah, watching the old stuff from Trump and then seeing his CPAC speech was just awesome. Awesome as hell. Let's see. D-Day Cobra, you're one of my favorite people on the internet, even though you're pretty average. Above average. Thank you. And I hope everyone's doing great tonight. Sorry I didn't go live last night. I had to travel. But now back in Orlando. Have my camera that I usually use in Pensacola. I have that camera. So I have two cameras now. So we have that one. That's the actual real camera. And then we have this one right here. So we have that one. That's the webcam, but we're going to stick with the real cam. So, but yeah, so you guys tell me how you've been doing. Hopefully your weekend's been good. There was a super chat from Stephen Wasick that I want to try to pull up because it's, you know, it's a bittersweet day for sure. Right here. Someone in Ryan's Discord mentioned it was a year ago today, John Bartolo passed away. RIP to him, a man who was not afraid to be affiliated with Geeks and Gamers. Yes, it has been a year since our good friend John Bartolo passed away, and you know, think about him all the time, and you know, just look at the stuff that we're doing with people like Suresh. I mean, we've met Suresh through John Bartolo. We've met several people through John, and John wanted one thing and one thing only: to help Geeks and Gamers, help it grow. He saw the potential of Geeks and Gamers. He saw the potential all over the board. He loved all the individuals that are part of Geeks and Gamers. And John had mega connections. I mean, John had Dana White and Donald Trump Jr.'s phone number. Like, he could call them up anytime. You know, he got me the signed MAGA hat. So right here, that hat that you see on Master Chief right there, that is a signed Make America Great Again 45 hat from Donald Trump that John Bartolo got me. And so, yeah, it really sucks. And, you know, we just work every day to make him proud. And as this thing grows, I know he's watching with Tuesday Night's Main Event, how it's continued to grow. I know he's watching with CobraCast. I know he's watching Ryan's channel, and he's watching what Jay just did by clearing $50,000 on his Indiegogo. He's watching all of that. And one thing he always talked about was, and again, this is a guy who had big connections, yet he saw us. And what he saw was the comment section. He saw the enthusiasm. He saw the passion that people have. And again, that's why I tell you guys, like, people see that. And you guys represent Geeks and Gamers, you know, CobraCast. You guys represent it more than almost me or anyone else. Because just to be clear, no one really cares what I have to say when we're talking about like anything beyond this world. They care that you guys care about what I have to say, because I could just be a random guy just talking into a microphone. But when we have support from people in the comments, and that's why look, I have nothing against Tim Pool. We obviously memed on him a lot and had a lot of fun. I really have nothing against Tim Pool. I don't want Tim Pool to fail or anything like that. I have no ill will towards him as a human being or as a, you know, YouTuber or whatever he is. But when the chat was demonized, when the audience was demonized, that's where my problem was. And, you know, when you force people into a members only situation with something that's always been free, when I felt like that was a major part of the show, that's what really bothered me. And I feel like people need to stand up for the voices and the people out there at all times. I'm one of those. I'm just a voice when I'm not on camera. I'm just a guy on Twitter giving my opinion, just like all of you. I'm just a guy in a YouTube comment section, just like all of you. So I feel like people need to remember that and check yourself. At the end of the day, we're all just regular people. Some of us may have a voice that reaches more, but that doesn't make us any better or worse than anyone else. It means that we're just regular, and we just may have more people listening to us. So John Bartolo was instrumental for us, and we're going to keep grinding for him. So rest in peace to our good friend, John Bartolo. So yeah, never disrespect the chat. That's how I feel. That's a mainstream media move. When you dismiss the people, when you dismiss voices, when you dismiss them as nothing but trolls, then you're no better than the mainstream media. And that's what I took exception with right there. Gabriel Knight, you got any insight on what the Quartering is talking about on his Twitter tonight? He's calling a bunch of conservative commentators as degenerates and hypocrites. Even said he's done with Crowder. I saw Quartering's Twitter feed. Often Jeremy, and I know Jeremy, I consider myself friends with Jeremy. I respect Jeremy a lot. He's always had my back, and he's never failed to have my back. He's even looked out for me. He's done stuff for me that people don't even know about. He's a good guy. Quartering tends to go on drunken tirades on Twitter. So I don't know if that's what he's doing right now. I don't know what he's talking about per se. I mean, I think that there's plenty of conservatives to call out, for sure. But I don't know specifically what he's talking about. It's just just Jeremy being Jeremy on Twitter. Is he still going? I don't want to pull his tweets up and start, going off on him, because again, I like Jeremy, and I don't know. He tends to do this a lot. Swig of water for the working man out there. But I don't know. I tend to laugh at it when he does this, so we'll see. But when he's not under the influence of a little alcohol, he's one of the most level-headed people I know, and he's a genuinely good guy. Done a lot for me, done a lot for a lot of people out there. There's nobody I know that's done more for content creators in this space than the Quartering. He's always there to look out for people that have been done wrong. And when someone has a platform that size of 1 million+ subs, it's very rare that they're willing to put their platform on the line for so many people. And he does that consistently all the time. So shout out to him, but I don't know specifically what he's talking about. But the worst thing you're going to find from me is too many, maybe Dr. Peppers, but more so just water, swig of water for the working man. That's it. But what else are you guys talking about? There's a lot that I want to cover. There's a couple of clips that I want to talk to you guys about and show you about. Like, holy crap, man. Like, there's a lot. I posted this, and I just want to kind of start out with something a little funny, okay? Because this is, and so I posted a clip of this whole thing. I'm obsessed with this whole presidents argue over video games, okay? It's so funny. We talked about how scary this AI technology is, and it is scary, but I think like what this shows, it shows me how gamers make the world go round. Men being men make the world go round. I know this is AI, okay? But it's so good to listen to this. It's so funny. If you just listen to this banter, this is me and my friends, okay? This is me and my friends playing video games. And imagine living in a world where this is how these guys talk to each other. This is fantastic. Okay, here we go.
All right, unless you guys have any objections, I'm putting COD 4 in S tier.
No objections.
Yeah, obviously. All right then. What about World at War, boys?
I think I'd give it S tier based on the introduction of zombies alone.
You're too generous with your S tier rankings, Joe. All Treyarch did was piggyback off the hard work that Infinity Ward put into COD 4. Zombies was sick, but it felt like a COD 4 reskin.
I'm kind of with Donald on this one, Joe.
You guys said you'd be free last night, and then you all went offline at the same moment. Do you guys not have any respect for me and my time?
Holy shit, that was so cringe.
That was so awkward. Why didn't any of you guys talk?
Well, I thought that one of you guys was going to say something.
I'm always the one who gives her an excuse.
Guys, she's messaging me. What do I do?
You can't be serious. Does she not get the hint?
Ignore her, Donnie. Just appear offline.
Oh, this is so cringe.
We got to move on, boys.
So annoying.
How do we feel about the OG Modern Warfare 2?
S tier easily. It had a great campaign.
S tier.
Spec Ops was sick. And multiplayer in the Oval Office is peak nostalgia.
Facts. The multiplayer exploits like the Noob Tube and Infinite Care package knocks it down to A tier, though.
Never a problem for us at the time. If anyone in our lobby pulled that shit, we IP banned them from the entire internet.
I miss those days.
All right, on to Black Ops, boys. Are we thinking A tier or S tier?
S tier, easily.
I agree with Donald. Zombies campaign and multiplayer were all pretty much perfect at the time.
I think we're all on the same page there. What about Modern Warfare 3?
It was a serviceable entry, nothing too special though, so I'd personally give it B tier.
You're not critical enough, Joe. It was fundamentally worse than Modern Warfare 2 in every way. The campaign was a step down, survival mode was a weak replacement for Spec Ops, and the multiplayer wasn't as good. D tier.
All right, you got a point, Donnie, but D tier is too harsh.
We need to judge the games based on how much they move the industry forward, Joe. If it's not even better than the last game, then it sucks.
He makes a good point.
Whatever. Are we all in agreement that Black Ops 2 is S tier?
Easy.
No doubt.
Then what about Ghosts? You can't put Modern Warfare 3 and Ghosts in the same tier, Donnie boy.
Maybe you're right.
This is literally me having conversations with my friends. And if these guys would just be normal, okay? And I tend to say like Trump kind of is, because Trump's always saying exactly what's on his mind. If they would just insult him back, it would make for such a better conversation. Instead, they try to act like they're holier than thou in the real world. You know, like, listen, this is one of my problems with the whole transgender movement, or gay people, or black people, or whatever the new oppression Olympics is where they put this protective bubble. You can't criticize this group of people. Criticism means that you belong. Getting roasted is part of acceptance in normal everyday life. That's just how it is. Getting made fun of, laughing, and then either talking shit back and rolling with it, that is part of life. That is how it is. And this nonsense about we can't make fun of this group of people or that group of people, it's ruining society. And every time you put a protective bubble around a certain person or a thing or an entity, all that means is that they're going to be targeted even more. But here we go. More from this fantastic edit.
Sleepy J, I'm okay with bumping Modern Warfare 3 to C tier.
All right. Now, how do we feel about advanced warfare?
Garbage. Being
Terrible.
able to jump 50 feet in the air was not what Call of Duty was meant to be.
Yes.
Donnie, I love you, buddy.
Yes.
But sometimes your takes are so goddamn stupid.
Oh, shut up, you sleepy bitch. Did you actually like Advanced Warfare?
The movement mechanics were a nice refresh, Donnie. Not my fault your old toupee-looking ass can't adapt.
All right, chill the hell out, guys. What tier are you both putting it in?
D.
That's ridiculous. I think it deserves A tier.
I'm leaning more towards Joe on this one. I'm putting it in B tier.
You think Black Ops 3 was good, Donnie? Or do you have another dumbass hot take for us?
No, Joe, I actually liked Black Ops 3. The jumping and wall running was a bit too much, but I still enjoyed it.
I think A tier is a good spot to put it.
Before old Donnie Boy starts crying again, I just want to say that Infinite Warfare was great.
You can't be serious.
They took a
No, it
chance to
wasn't.
shake things up, and in my eyes, they succeeded.
And you said I had the stupid hot takes? You're a goddamn idiot, Joe.
You had like 15 other COD games where you can shoot bullets. Don't be such a whiny brat because they gave us laser guns for once.
Wow, that may have been the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, Joe, that was pretty goddamn stupid, buddy.
Put it in D tier and let's move on to World War II.
I wasn't really a big fan of this one.
World War
guys.
II
Pretty
was
much a step
terrible.
down from Black Ops 3 in every aspect.
But I like the return to boots on the ground for once. I'd put it in C tier.
There's absolutely no way World War II is a tier above Infinite Warfare. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Barack, you got the final call, buddy.
I'm with Joe. I think it's D tier.
What about this for a hot take, boys? Blackout was and still is the best COD battle royale ever made.
I fully agree.
I'm not mad at that, but I think Warzone 1 was better, though.
I see why you'd say that, but I truly think Blackout single-handedly puts Black Ops 4 into S tier.
I would have put it in A tier, but I'm okay with it going into S tier if Barack is cool with it.
I would have put it in A tier as well, but I'll let you have this one.
I think Modern Warfare 2019 deserves A tier and nothing more. The multiplayer was a great return to form, but I don't think Warzone was as perfect as
I agree with Biden, shockingly enough.
Blackout was.
You must have been napping when Warzone took the world by storm, Joe. It deserves S tier from that alone.
It's one or the other, Donald. We can't have two games in S tier just because of their battle royale mode.
Joe's right, Donnie. I think it belongs in A tier.
Yeah, whatever you say, guys. You're the one always in charge of the tier list.
Hey, Joe, you hear something? I thought I heard a little salty goblin in our chat.
Yeah, and that salty goblin better agree that Cold War is at least A tier.
The salty goblin just talked to me and told me to tell you guys that he agrees.
That was easy. Now, do we all agree that Vanguard is around the D or C tier range?
Yeah, I'd place it in borderline D tier, to be honest. Multiplayer was mid and Zombies was a huge downgrade.
I think C tier is a fair place to put it, and I think Modern Warfare 2 belongs in B tier. Warzone and the multiplayer just aren't as good as the first.
For once, I actually agree with you, Donnie.
I know we got a bit heated back there, Joe, but you know I love you, buddy.
I got nothing but love for you too, brother.
How about we log in and get a few Warzone dubs like old time's sake?
I'll see you online, boys.
Dude, it's so good, man. I don't know what this one is. It's so good. Oh, Breaking Bad characters? Ranking Breaking Bad characters? I haven't even seen this one. How long is this one? 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Do you guys want to watch that one? It's your call, chat. These things are fantastic. I can't get enough of these. I can't get enough of these. Ranking Breaking Bad characters. Now that would be good right there. I think that would be good. Yeah, that's like how men talk to each other. We talk shit, you know, we hang out, we have fun, we argue. Plug the channel. What was the channel? All right, I'll I'll look for that link and I'll plug the channel. So, I see a lot of yeses and some no's. I see a lot of yeses and some no's. It's your show, peeps. Okay. I see more yeses than no's. All right, here we go. Let's see how I don't even know if this is the same channel.
What's good, boys? Joe, get off Valorant. We're making a Breaking Bad character tier list.
What's up, Sleepy Joe? Still awake, I see.
Shut the fuck up, Donald. I'm too busy defending this great nation.
You were playing fucking Valorant 10 seconds ago, you tit.
Both of you shut the fuck up. Let's get started. So first
Whoa,
we have...
whoa. Hold the fuck on.
What's the matter?
Am I crazy or is Huel not on this fucking list?
No, Donald, I don't believe that he is.
That makes me fucking reasonably unhappy.
But we can all agree Huel is S tier, right?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank Christ, we actually agreed on something.
All righty then. Let's start with a classic.
Okay, we're gonna come back to this one because I wanna plug these channels, but we're gonna come back to this one. So this is too fucking good, but I don't want to just make the whole opening 30 minutes of the show me reacting to tier lists. So we're gonna come back to it. Okay, we're gonna come back to it. Because I don't know if everybody's even seen Breaking Bad. Which why the hell have you not seen Breaking Bad? By the way, Breaking Bad is one of the greatest shows of all time. So you should be checking that out. But we're gonna come back to it. We're gonna come back to it. Okay, because I got super chats to read and I want to talk about CPAC as well and Chris Rock and Will Smith. I don't know why these tier lists are so damn good. I have no idea, but let me plug the channel. Let me get the channel that did the one. Okay, here's the channel that did the one with Call of Duty. So right here, I don't know why, but I'll watch them. So if you guys want to see, if there's any of you want to see me react to a little bit later, put it in the CobraCast Discord, the Snake Pit, and I'll see if I can take a look at it. All right, so a few super chats, and then we're going to get caught up on everything else. We got Magnum Norse says, welcome to the Snake Pit, Biash. Put your beanie and poop-stained beard on because it's going to be a rabble rouser. Thank you, Magnum Norse. I appreciate that, man. Gabriel Knight. Oh, I got that one about the insight into what's going on with the quartering. I do not know. Gaming or what says gifted a 1 D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you so much for that. Big Mike says Trump wasn't divisive. The media coverage of him was divisive. I 100% agree. Jay Hailstorm or Jed, if you guys can drop the Discord link. If you don't have it, it should be in the description, but if it's not, you guys should be able to find it. If not, I'll get the link for you guys as soon as I can. Big Mike says Trump wasn't divisive. The media coverage of him was divisive. I wouldn't even say that the media coverage was divisive. I would just say that the media is terrible. The media is the enemy of the people. And that's something that Trump himself said many times. Trump is the most popular person on the planet. Yes, he is the single most popular human being on the planet. Is he also probably the most hated person on the planet? Yes, but he still is the most popular. And anything popular always will have haters, detractors, whatever. But the problem is he doesn't care. He's just going to keep doing what he wants to do. And he is the most popular person. He is. So let's see. West, says, happy Sunday. I know you're friendly with the guy, but are you seeing the Quartering's Twitter meltdown? Is this still going on right now? Is he still melting down? I really don't want to roast Quartering. I really like Quartering. But is he still going? Let's see here. Yep. Looks like he's still going. 23 minutes ago. He's got people canceling. Oh, man. He just needs to stop. I don't know why he's so mad. I don't know what actually triggered his specific anger. But I'm reading through it now. There's a lot. I mean, I had it out with Jack Posobiec just 2 weeks ago, and Quartering, of course, was right there, had my back on it. So I don't know. I would rather talk to him in private before speculating about anything going on. So we'll see. But he usually has a reason for why he lashes out like this. So we'll see. We shall see. Ant Box says, it feels like 50 years since Trump was president. Time's going slow motion in Biden's term. Unfortunately true. Anthony says, hello there. Finally able to catch you live. Why did you guys move Mario Kart streams from Sunday to Monday? Keep up the amazing work. So when we moved everything from when we moved everything to Orlando for Geeks and Gamers headquarters, we had to really change some of the scheduling, and the weekends need to be a little more flexible for me, and some of the other people on the staff too. So that's why. And so it's just about freeing up the schedule and making some of those changes. So, but everyone seemed to enjoy the Monday streams. But like tonight, I mean, I didn't have it scheduled. So like I had told you guys yesterday that I would do this stream today because I didn't do it yesterday. And this isn't a scheduled stream every Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the CobraCast time slot. So I didn't know if I could do this until yesterday. So it doesn't keep me pinned into something if I have something else come up with family or anything like that. Gaming or What says, I haven't shown my support lately. So here you go. Thank you, Gaming or What, for 10. I appreciate that. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Eric K. Jeremy is just a guy in a hoodie and a hat. Now on sale at 221B Tactical, saying stuff in a mic on YouTube and trying not to look stupid. That's right. Go to 221B Tactical for your Geeks and Gamers hoodie and your Geeks and Gamers hats and your bags and whatever else you want. Alexander says, the snake pit cried. Let's go. Let's see some snake pit emojis in the chat. Wes says, sorry for the redundant super chat about the quartering. Here's one. If Filoni or Favreau take control of Lucasfilm, would you give it a fresh chance? No. I'm completely out on Star Wars. I don't care. I don't care about Filoni or Favreau. I'm just completely out. And maybe if they publicly apologize to Gina Carano and groveled at her feet to come back, but that's the scenario that's not going to happen. So there's nothing really that can bring me back to Lucasfilm or Star Wars. I haven't watched The Mandalorian episode 1, even though there's plenty of people out there that want to hate on me and claim that I watch all these things and all of that. I don't watch all of these things. If my audience tells me to a point where I feel I can be beneficial to them, where if they want me to watch something to give them feedback, then if I feel it's the right thing, I'll do it. Because the audience is what matters, not some fucking jealous ass YouTubers that are mad because I get more attention than them or whatever. I don't know what the problem is, but if I want to watch these shows because my audience wants me to, that's totally my business anyway. And I don't know why other YouTubers are so fucking butthurt because, you know, I do what my audience wants me to do. How dare me listen to my audience? What a terrible, terrible thing for me to do. But at the same time, just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm completely checked out. I haven't seen Ant-Man. I didn't go see Thor. I saw Black Panther because it was really funny to meme people, because essentially the leftists told us that you couldn't go see Black Panther on opening weekend if you're a white person. So I went with my black friend Ryan Kennel, and we went and saw Black Panther on opening weekend because I like trolling leftists. I like trolling leftists a lot. And they really got mad when I said that the way I was able to get in was because I'm black from the waist down. I made a video saying that, and they got really mad. And so I enjoy trolling these people. And so if I can find a reason to troll them, then I absolutely will. I didn't go see, what's the other fucking movie that came out? Eternals. I haven't seen Eternals. I haven't seen a whole lot of Marvel stuff. I haven't seen a lot of the shows or anything like that. But you listen to jealous ass YouTubers and they're like, oh yeah, Jeremy goes and watches all this stuff because he's sucking up to Hollywood and all this stuff. And it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can say it. It doesn't mean it's true. You can say it though. You can continue to say it. And I guess there's people out there that will believe it because no research is being done. But if you actually do the research, the only time I will watch Disney shit and review it is when my audience asks me to do it. So if you think that's a problem for my audience, for me to listen to my audience, that's a whole different ball game. Swig of water for the working man. Let me see. Agent X has definitely agreed, Jeremy. The President AI videos are great. Also, keep up the good work. They're just so good. And it makes me it makes me like appreciate gaming culture just that much more. It really does. Deflect 15 for 10. Hey man, I hope all is well with you and yours. We miss you on FNT. You F word. I appreciate that. And I miss you guys on FNT too. All is good. I'll be back on Friday Night Tights this week. No worries. Just probably 1 week a month. I'm probably not going to be on FNT because I'm traveling back home to spend time with family. And so probably like 1 week a month, I'm not going to be on FNT because, with what I'm trying to do and what we're trying to do here in Orlando, it's a lot. And I'll be honest. I mean, I might have bit off more than I can chew. Time will tell. CobraCast has been a blessing for sure, but we're going big with what we're trying to accomplish here in Orlando. And it's a lot because I have my life back in Pensacola, which is 6.5 hours from here. So I'm back and forth and I have the full support of everybody involved, but it doesn't make it easy. But nothing worth building is easy. And that's what the people that don't like me don't understand, is that if what we're doing was easy, then these beta males that cry about me all day long, they could be doing it too. It's not easy. Started Geeks and Gamers in 2011. Didn't make my first profit until 2018. So think about that. For all these fucking weirdos that want to talk about how he's all about the money, he's all about the money. Motherfucker, I started this in 2011. I lost money until 2018. Does that sound like someone that's all about the money? No, it's just that once the leftist weirdos finally became aware of who I was, their first inclination was that I'm all about the money. Well, if that was the case, I wouldn't have lost money for several years prior to getting to where we finally started making some money. So, but yeah, nothing worth anything is going to be easy. So if you're out there, you're trying to build something, if you're trying to create something, if you're trying to do something that matters, just understand you're going to have setbacks. You're going to have tough times. You're going to have doubts about it. You're going to second guess yourself. You're going to try to talk yourself out of doing it. Just understand that's all part of it. And every person that's done anything, all people go through that. All people go through that. So keep grinding. Let's see. Marticus Finch says, Jeremy, look up the Biden and Trump debate, KH2 versus, is this Kingdom Hearts 2 versus Kingdom Hearts 3. It's the best. Noted. And then, look at that one. Did I miss that one? Boom. All right, Joe C. What's up, Joe C? Here's a little something to help support CobraCast. Keep it rolling. Let freedom ring. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. All right, so we're going to pull up this right here, and I'll get to the rest of those for sure. Right here. I got to show you guys this, okay? This is phenomenal, okay? Now, I don't know if you guys remember, and I don't know if I'm going to get hit for this or not. We're going to try to see if YouTube is going to allow this or not. But Chris Rock had a few things to say about Will Smith. And I don't know how many of you saw what he had to say, but Chris Rock had a few things to say. Oh boy, did he ever have a few things to say. Let's listen to this right here. No. Now the audio is going to be kind of shit because the audio is going to be kind of shit because I'm using a recorded version of it so that the copyright doesn't pick up. So just be aware of that. Everybody called him a bitch. That's the end of that clip right there. I don't know how. So there's still like 3 more minutes of this. I can't listen to all of it, but what I'm going to do is just give you guys a link because I'm going to get hit. They're going to take this. This video is going to get taken. This live stream is going to get taken down if I don't stop watching. So here is the chat. I'm going to drop the link to that tweet thread, and you guys are welcome to go and check that out if you want right there. The entire thread will show you all of it right there. And what is the deal with, this is what happens when you have these celebrity couples. Who is it that, is it? Hang on. What is it with Dwayne Wade's kid, right? What's up with Dwayne Wade's kid? Dwayne Wade's kid. Don't he have like a kid that's like really kind of, I don't know. I don't know how old his kid is, so I don't know if I want to talk about it, because if there's a kid that's underage, I'm gonna tread lightly on that one. So, but like some of these celebrity couples have major problems, but they're the ones pushing all of this ideology out there. So I'm sure you saw what Michael Knowles said at CPAC. For those of you that didn't, I'll play that clip right now because the leftists are jumping all over it. And I believe that people like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are the type of people that are pushing this type of stuff onto society. So right here is what he said. So let's listen to this right here. Let me see. So looks like Jeremy got upset. What I'm about to talk about. Looks like Jeremy got upset about the Michael Knowles CPAC speech. He had some spicy trans comments. Jeremy tweeted trans rights right after starting his melty. Really? Again, I'm just taking you guys at face value. I don't want to, I know Jeremy. I like Jeremy a lot. And he's I consider him a friend. So whatever's going on, I'm just taking your comments at face value. I would rather talk to him privately to see what's going on first before I make any claims. But so this right here, Michael Knowles' comments he's getting crushed right now. He's getting crushed on social media for this. Here we go.
There can be no middle way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. If transgenderism is true, if men really can become women, then it's true for everybody of all ages. If transgenderism is false, as it is, if men really can't become women, as they cannot, then it's false for everybody too. And if it's false, then we should not indulge it, especially since that indulgence requires taking away the rights and customs of so many people. If it is false, then for the good of society, and especially for the good of the poor people who have fallen prey to this confusion, transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology at every level.
So what is he saying there? Because the left is basically saying they're trying to weaponize what he's saying. Okay. I saw this here's Lauren Chin. There's no point in defending Michael Knowles to the leftists. They know he didn't call for genocide. They don't care. What he's talking about, for anybody with common sense would see, what Michael Knowles is talking about is the constant corporation push, the corporate push, the Hollywood push, all of that. He said from public life. But of course, the leftists aren't going to hear it that way. The leftists are just going to sit there and play the fake victims because they're playing by a different set of rules. And they're like, whenever you scream and cry and play a victim on every single thing, nothing you say is going to be taken seriously. It's the the boy that cried wolf type of scenario. And so that's what he's saying. Now, in terms of this super chat that's saying that the quartering tweeted that out, I don't believe that he tweeted that out. And if he did, I would like for someone to show me evidence of that. But we'll see. Let me see. So again, anything I'm reading, I'm just taking super chats I'm just reading them out. But in terms of what the quartering is saying, I know he's having some interesting tweets right now, some spicy tweets, as he would say. But I don't think that he would have said that. So we will see. But at the same time, we all remember some of the tweets from the quartering that that the left uses against him are all taken out of context, all of them. And he says things sarcastically all the time. And they get screenshot after he deletes them. And then people build a narrative about that all the time. That happens. So remember that. So you want me to look at his, all right. You want me to look at his feed? All right. I'll look at his feed. Let me look at his feed. Damn it. Quartering. All right, let's look at his feed here. Maybe I can get him on here. Maybe he'll join me. Let's see. All right. So, all right. People canceling their subscriptions. He has never called himself a conservative. That's for sure. He's never called himself a conservative. Oh, right here. Okay, he did say it then. Oof. He's probably just being sarcastic. He's probably being sarcastic. I think he's probably being sarcastic. What is going on with him, man? God. Jack Posto and Elijah are known cock smokers. That's an objective fact. Oh, man. Like, wasn't... Oh, my gosh, man. I'm not a fan of Mike Cernovich at all. So, I'm with you on there. Twitter has been working overtime to gaslight me into questioning my own principles, but it's never been more clear to me that I am right. The left called me an alt-right just a year ago, and now the right is calling me a leftist. My positions have not changed. Stay mad, get in my mentions, and whine about how you're unfollowing, but the right-wing commentator space is full of godless, degenerate, tranny-chasing, spouse cheating, drug-addicted hypocrites who preach the exact opposite. You getting mad doesn't change that fact. Whew. Lots of right-wing commentators are either closeted gays or tranny chasers. Look, I accept and I support them, but many of you people think are based in red-pilled love trans cock and are cock in general deal with it. What the fuck, man? I don't know what he's talking about. Although I don't dispute some of his claims. Look, man, the reason the right keeps losing is because, again, I've talked about this. The reason the right keeps losing, they're not unified in anything. The left is unified in their hatred of Trump. The right is not unified in anything. You have different factions within the right. You have the Daily Wire side, which Daily Wire is full, DeSantis for president now. That's their thing. You got Crowder doing his thing and trying to use the Daily Wire to build his brand. You've got the Blaze over there doing their thing. And that's fine. Like, that's normal. But the difference is that the left is unified in their hatred of Trump. That's it. The left is unified in their hatred of Trump. And that's the difference right now. The right just does not have a clue. There's no leadership. But the leadership is Trump, but then you have so many people within the party, like your Ben Shapiro's. Ben Shapiro, again, I know that he kind of said he was wrong or whatever. Ben Shapiro was saying that same things about Trump that the left says. Before 2016, he said he was a sexist, he was a racist, he was dangerous, we don't want him with the nuclear codes. He said all of that nonsense. That happened. Now, he did evolve that position, but then, of course, he's so quick to jump off of the support of Trump as soon as DeSantis shows up. And now it's like, I'm all in on DeSantis. So to that point, I want to show you guys this really quick. So right here, looking for the retribution comment. Trump. Oh, so the CPAC straw poll. And this is what I keep saying. This is what I keep saying about a DeSantis-Trump head-to-head matchup. Nobody's touching Donald Trump, man. Okay? Right there. Breaking. Donald Trump wins the CPAC straw poll for 2024 Republican nomination. Trump 62-20 in the state of Florida. In the state of Florida. You're not like DeSantis. I love the man. He's a big fish in a small pond. He is not going to compete with Trump nationally. It's not going to happen. So what's the option here? The option here is that the Republicans and the conservatives all need to unify behind Donald Trump. Why the fuck would you not unify behind Donald Trump? He's the most popular person in the country. He's going to be the nominee. That's it. That's the bottom line. No amount of crying about Trump, mean tweets, and all that shit is going to matter. Full results right here. So there you see, I mean, it's not even close, and it was never going to be close. Now, we do have some comments here, and if I could find them, look at this right here. Look at this. Democrats 2024 presidential nominee, 31%. This is for Democrats. 31% want Biden. 58% someone else. 10% no opinion. So 68% don't want Biden. Versus Trump, who has overwhelming support. The problem is that a lot of the rhinos are trying to destroy him from within. And then you got this right here. Listen to this.
We left in disgrace. It was the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, in my opinion. And it probably is what caused Putin to say, wow, Trump is gone. This is a great time to take over Ukraine, right? It's probably a reason that happened. But I stand here today, and I'm the only candidate who can make this promise. I will prevent, and very easily, World War III, very easily. And you're going to have World War III, by the way. You're going to have World War III. If something doesn't happen fast, you're going to have World War III.
He's right. It's going to happen. And now the retribution comment that he made, listen to this back in the day, because this is the because Trump talked about retribution, and this is old school Trump right here.
Well, some of the people that were most loyal to me are people that I didn't think would be. Some of the people that were least loyal to me are people that I think I would have treated them differently. I think I would have treated different groups differently. I would have wiped the floor with the guys that weren't loyal, which I will now do, which is great. I love getting even with people, but I would have wiped.
You love getting even.
Oh, absolutely. You don't believe in the eye for the eye. You do.
No.
I know you well enough. I think you do. But anyway, but
tell me, I mean, you're going to get even with some people.
Yeah, I know. If given the opportunity, I will get even with some people that were disloyal to me. I mean, I had a group of people that were disloyal.
But how do you define disloyalty?
They didn't come to my aid.
Well, what did they do? They turned their back on you?
No, but they didn't do small things that would have helped. You see, I'm so loyal to people. Maybe I'm loyal to a fault, but I'm so loyal to people that when somebody's slightly disloyal to me, I look upon it as a great act of horror. No.
Now, see that last bit right there, that tells us everything about the DeSantis situation. It tells us everything about it. So one more time, right here.
You see, I'm so loyal to people. Maybe I'm loyal to a fault, but I'm so loyal to people that when somebody's slightly disloyal to me, I look upon it as a great act of horror. No.
So that right there says a lot, in my opinion. And so he did talk about retribution at CPAC, which is pretty awesome because, we have to, and I'm going to pull that up really quick. Give me just a minute. Right here. Here we go. So this is what America has to have after Joe Biden's destroyed the country.
And if you put me back in the White House, their reign is over. Their reign will be over. And they know it. And America will be a free nation once again. We're not a free nation right now. We don't have free press. We don't have free anything. In 2016, I declared, I am your voice. Today I add, I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution. Not going to let this happen. Not going to let it happen. I will totally obliterate the deep state. I will fire.
There you go, right there. So, I did see this, and by the way, I appreciate you, Sailor Mercury. So I'm not trying to put you on blast, okay? I saw the DeSantis supposed to kiss Trump's ass. That didn't make Trump sound better, in my opinion. So yes, he's 100% supposed to kiss his ass, because you know what? He kissed his ass when he needed him. He kissed his ass when he needed Trump to help him win governor, didn't he? Huh? And that's exactly what he did. DeSantis Trump commercial. Yeah, this is what Ron DeSantis was doing when he needed Trump to help him win the governorship, right here. So yes, that's exactly what DeSantis should do, is kiss his ass.
Everyone knows my husband, Ron DeSantis, is endorsed by President Trump, but he's also an amazing dad. Ron loves playing with the kids.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
He's teaching Madison to talk.
Make America great again.
People say Ron's all Trump, but he is so much more.
Big league. So good.
I just thought you should know.
Ron DeSantis.
So yes, that's what Ron DeSantis was doing when he needed Trump to help him beat a black gay crackhead for governor, who was leading in the polls at the time. Andrew Gillum was leading in the polls when DeSantis was begging Trump to help him win. And of course, DeSantis has gone on to do phenomenal things that I don't think anyone thought he was, could do. He's made Florida amazing. And essentially, I would love to see Florida become, or America become Florida. And I would love for Ron DeSantis to have a hand in that. I love this guy. I respect this guy. I don't have anything against him. But just remember, Trump's the reason that you were governor. If not, we would have Andrew Gillum. Andrew fucking Gillum, a gay black crackhead, would be running this state right now. So that means during COVID, we would be under the Gillum administration here in Florida. Okay? So I saw somebody go in my stream, they're like, "Why did you call him a gay black crackhead, Jeremy? That sounds like the istphobe, the stuff that the left always says about you." Do you not understand that I'm using the identity that they define everyone of, and I'm using that as a meme, a gay black crackhead? That's funny. Anybody would laugh at that. A gay black crackhead almost won the state of Florida without Trump's endorsement. That's funny. Because it's true. It's 100% true. So, but anyway, that's where we are. I hope that it does not come to this thing with DeSantis versus Trump. It seems like that's going to happen. When you saw some of the interviews with Ron DeSantis about his book, he took some, in my opinion, some very kind of indirect jabs at Trump, leading me to believe that he is thinking seriously about running. Trump has all the momentum right now. So I don't know. I mean, after Ohio and then after CPAC, Trump has got a ton of momentum. But what's going to happen over the next, 6, 8, 9 months? Is Trump going to come back to Twitter? Is he going to get back on Facebook and Instagram? As much as I don't want him to be on those platforms, it's necessary for him to reach every single person and have his voice as influential as humanly possible. So yes, I do think he needs to come back to Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And he needs to utilize his voice on those platforms to have maximum reach so that he can have as much impact as humanly possible. And that's got to happen. And I think it will happen. So I guess we'll see. Let me see. Where are we at now? I don't know where that screen went. We've got... Rabbit says 10-minute intro, way too long. Trump 2024. I know it was a little long, but it was fun. It was fun. Wolverine Schnick gifted 5 memberships after becoming a member. Wolverine Schnick becomes a member and gifts 5 memberships to the D-Day Cobra channel. Thank you so much. Edward Morris, despite the obvious humor to it, there's just something fun about imagining the living presidents being friends talking about video games and shows. I agree, man. I agree. My Nerdy Home's in the chat says, hail the snake pit. Hello, My Nerdy Home. Psychmonger says, LOL, you guys got to do a tier list for Modern Warfare now. I know, right? I know. Adam says, when will you start playing Modern Warfare 2 with premium members? I need to clap them Cobra cheeks. Hey, I like that idea, actually. I am going to be playing Fortnite afterwards on Twitch. I might end up running Modern Warfare 2 as well. So we'll see. I might end up running Modern Warfare 2 as well. Malarkey says, I don't think he's drunk this time. Talking about the quartering. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Bean T. Oh, LOL. Just checked. If quartering is calling out Cernovich, he's 100%. Oh yeah. I don't like Cernovich at all. You want to know about Cernovich? You want to know about Cernovich, that clown? Let me show you about Cernovich real quick. Cernovich. Let's see. Give me just a second. Pull this up. Right here. I find it. Right here. Is it still up or did he delete it? Knowing him, he probably deleted it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, here's Cernovich, the super based Cernovich. Okay, this fucking clown. Here's Cernovich right here.
Wear a mask. I wear a mask, not because I'm afraid of coronavirus, but because I think you should be polite. People are freaking out. It's not a big deal. Just wear the fucking mask. Wear a mask. I wear a mask, not because I'm afraid of coronavirus, but because I think you should be polite. People are freaking out. It's not a big deal. Just wear the fucking mask.
How about fuck you and you fuck your mask? Okay, no, fuck that. Like that. So this is him. This is him on Twitter. This clown. No, I'm not. And you know, like I think when we did the 2 weeks to slow the spread bullshit, yeah, I did that because stores were requiring it. I remember when I went to, where did we go? My Nerdy Home, Steph. Where did we go in Boston? Where was that? Where I got kicked out of the store. Where was that, Steph? I can't hear you.
I don't remember.
What was the town though? Like it was where they did the fucking.
Oh, when you got kicked out of the gaming store.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't remember.
It was the place Ryan roasted the bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh, in Salem.
Yes, Salem. There you go.
Salem.
Thank you. You didn't have to come on. You didn't have to come on camera if you didn't feel like it. So, but hi, Steph.
Hi.
All right,
My chair is really low. That's why it's usually up here. It's really low.
All right. So yeah. So I was in Salem. With the Geeks and Gamers crew, and I went in. So my whole philosophy on life in general. Okay. If there's a rule at a place of business or something like that. So like the whole mask thing, I thought the mask thing was the stupidest. Thank you, Jay. Jay was there. So the whole mask thing, I think it was the stupidest thing ever. But if I go into a place of business, okay, I'm going to respect your rules because I understand that the store level employees don't make the rules. So they're just going to carry things out. So I went into this comic book retro toy store, okay, and they had like mask requirements on the door. Okay, whatever, I'll put my fucking mask on. So I'm in the store, okay, I see this older gentleman that worked there that didn't have a mask on, so I took my mask off and I'm just walking around shopping. I saw a badass Superman statue I was gonna buy. It's a badass Superman statue. I was gonna get it, and this employee comes up. He goes, "Sir, you need to wear a mask." I said, "Well, that employee doesn't have a mask on, so I don't. You're clearly signaling it's not that important." He goes, "Well, he's the owner, so I don't give a shit if there's a mask mandate, and he's an employee, which now you're telling me he's the owner. If there's a mask mandate and the owner doesn't have one, you are showing that it's not that important anyway. So no, I'm not going to wear my mask." He says, "You need to talk to him." All right, I'll go fucking talk to him. So I went up to him. I was like, "Yes, sir. I'm being told by your employee that I have to wear a mask." Because yes, it's mandated by the state. I said, "Well, then why don't you have one on?" He goes, "Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll put one on." I said, "I don't need to feel better about it. The point is that you've got the rules for thee, not for me. You know this is bullshit, which is why you don't have a mask on in the first place. But now you're telling everyone else that they have to wear one, and I call that to be bullshit. So no, I'm not wearing a mask, and I don't think you should wear a mask. I don't think anybody should fucking wear one, but if they want to, they can. But don't mandate people. And he kept basically dismissing it or whatever. So I just basically told him to go fuck himself, and I walked out. I had it on it's on video. I put it on Twitter a long time ago. I had my hands moving because I was pretty animated when I was talking to him, but it's on Twitter somewhere. But yeah, so that was my whole thing, is like, I think this is stupid, but if the entire store is going to follow it, then I'll at least respect individual rules, because I try to do that. But if you're going to break those rules, I'm not following shit. Fuck your rules at that point. Swig of water for the working man. I'm sure that store lost money, went out of business. I don't know. I heard actually, so I talked like, I don't remember the name of the store, but apparently people that were in the Salem area were familiar with it. And they said that guy was a total dick. Like, locals in the area said that guy was a total dick. So take that for what it is. Let's see. Oh, and don't forget, so we do have Jay Schwalbach. We got Jay Schwalbach over on Streamlabs for $17.50. Screw the hats, shirts, and sex plushies. Give me hot sauce. D-Day Cobra Venom. Lots of companies will make it and label it to your taste. God damn it, Jay Schwalbach. How you doing, buddy? But yes, we do have a locals for D-Day Cobra. I haven't really done anything with it, but I don't think I can do much with it until we get more people in there. So mods, if you can drop a link to the D-Day Cobra locals, working on building that one up. And again, I thought about intertwining that with the Geeks and Gamers one, but the reason I didn't was because I want this to be more of freedom to kind of be political if you want, or not political, because this channel, while is kind of heavy politics and the reason it's heavy politics is because I can't really talk politics on D-Day or on Geeks and Gamers, so I talk more about that there. But this channel is kind of a free-for-all. I'm going to talk about everything on this channel, whether that be video games, whether that be movies, whether that be politics, whether that be YouTube bullshit, whatever. This is just a wide range of stuff over here. This is my personal channel, and it will kind of be whatever we want it to be. You, the audience, can help that. You guys created CobraCast. It literally exists because of you. So we're just going to continue to, move in whatever direction you guys think is best for us. And I greatly appreciate it. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That's a simple request from a simple man. And let's see. Chef Nick Nero, $10. Yo, where's my car video? You're going back and forth to Orlando, but not one car video to monetize your travel. Come on, bro. You're better than this. That also sent Jay to Nintendo Land. Well, you guys know I did, sell the Z car, and I have replaced it. So it was basically a straight up trade in theory. So yes, Z car sold. And I do have a new car. Let me see if I can pull a picture of it up. Let me see. Do I have a picture of it? Let me see. I'll show you at the end of the show. I'll try to get the picture, and I'll show you guys my new car. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let's see. Okay. I'll get one, but you guys can see my new ride. I will say it's very inspired by the name of this channel and the name of this show. It's very inspired by that. So, all right, it's definitely not a Prius. And it's not a Chevy, even though I got nothing against Chevys. It's not a Supra. I think you guys know I do have a truck, but I had a Z car. So I've had a Z car for like 6 years, 2 Z cars actually. And they're both no more. So yeah, Lisa, both are gone. So, Yeah, both Z cars are gone. So, I had a black Z car and a white Z car for diversity. No, I'm kidding. But I had a black Z car that was not a twin turbo. I sold that one a while back. And then I had the twin turbo, which was very, 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 the value of the twin turbo 91 twin turbo 300ZX has gone up significantly in value in the past few years. So, all right, I'll show you guys here in just a few. So, Exel Art says, I'm also out of Star Wars. I'm done. Filoni wasn't a savior everyone thinks. Now that George isn't in charge, he got the create world between. This is just his attempt to make a multiverse in Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, so I still like, from a creative standpoint, I like Dave Filoni a lot. I think Dave Filoni is great. I love the Clone Wars. I think Rebels is serviceable. It's fine. But clearly Dave Filoni is a pathetic beta male that will do whatever Queen Kathleen asked him to do. That's just the reality of the situation. That's it. He still is I think he makes good Star Wars. And I do think the Clone Wars is fantastic. Love the Clone Wars. Nothing's going to change that. But in terms of just moving forward, I just don't have faith in Disney Star Wars at all in any capacity whatsoever. And even if Kathleen Kennedy's gone, I don't care. I'm out. And something significant would have to change. Big Mike says, good shit, Jeremy. Glad you're off the Beanie Man BS. Well, yeah, I was always never had anything personal against Tim Pool. It was just the way he was approaching himself and how he was approaching the whole thing with the chat. But at the end of the day, I know many people like, do you still respect him? Yes, I fucking respect Tim Pool. You know, how could you not? The man's grown something amazing, and I'm trying to grow something similar with my own vision, but using some of his template. But I'm going to be very critical, and I have no desire whatsoever to go on his show ever. Lancer737, in regards to Tate, lots of people have forgotten that the Church of Sweden named Greta Thunberg Jesus' successor. That's dangerous. Look, man, I'm all in on like thinking Andrew Tate has completely been set up. And you know, as I've said, it's hard to kind of put all of your stock behind this guy because he just kind of popped up in the last, less than a year on my radar and a lot of people's radar. But when you just look at everything that's happened and how this man has been locked up for now several months and they've done nothing, they've charged him with nothing, they've shown no evidence. There's a lot of holes in their argument, in their case. And it kind of reminds me of when he got mass banned from social media and they showed no evidence to support why he was mass banned from social media. You know what I mean? It's a problem. And so I am 100% on free top G at this point. And, if there's more evidence that comes to light, then I'll address that when it comes to light. But I've given it months now, and I've heard nothing. As a matter of fact, this is what I tweeted out. Let's see. Search Twitter at D-Day Cobra. Right here. This is what I tweeted out about. I can't remember exactly. This is right when he got arrested or whatever. I think. I can't remember exactly when he got arrested, but I know that I tweeted this out around the time. And I was like, there's so many things being said about Andrew Tate right now, pro and against him. It's wild. I have no idea what to believe, but I want to see actual evidence. This was in December 29th when I said, can I just see some evidence? That's it. That's all I'm looking for is some evidence. This is what he said.
Listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast now because I say it in every other one. I would never, ever kill myself. I truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me on a long enough time frame because they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're either going to try and put me in jail, they're going to kill me, and I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever. And the reason I say this, and I say this to people, they go, but what can they put you in jail for? And I'm like, how ignorant are you in your ignorance to believe they need a reason? You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason why. And it doesn't matter what you do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking can. And that's what people don't understand about the world. They can and they do and they fucking will. And that's what's...
So and he was on with Zuby there. We've had Zuby on Friday Night Tights before. And Zuby's apparently spent a lot of time with him. I don't know Zuby very well. I've spoken with Zuby the one time he was on FNT, so I can't speak to who Zuby is or whatever. But it is what it is. And so until we see more, but right now you've got women that have come forward that were named in, I guess, the lawsuit or whatever. And these women are saying, hey, no, we're not victims at all. We actually like Andrew and Tristan Tate a lot, and they've done nothing wrong. And then the court, or I guess the authorities over there are basically saying, oh, no, you're just misremembering it. And it's like, no, dude, like this is a problem. And there are people out there that are 100%, their lives are dedicated to Andrew Tate being guilty of something. Like there are people that their entire existence is that Andrew Tate has to be guilty of something. And I'm just talking about like social media people out there, their entire life is like they would rather there be real victims of Andrew Tate than for him to be innocent. Like they would rather just be people that he has been harmed in life just so they can be right about Andrew Tate. It's kind of psychotic. It's very reminiscent of the Donald Trump stuff. So I don't know, man. I'm going to continue to pay attention to it. But at this point in time, I feel very, 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 very concerned about him and what they're doing with him. I don't like it at all. Free Top G, baby. That's where I stand on it as of now. So we'll see. We'll see if they can actually provide some evidence. But as time continues on, I don't know. We got a $20. Hail, High Council Leader. Glad to see you're doing solo again. Lurking is easy, but doing so is giving this chat when I can. Check out Ann Smajor's answer to low fertility rate. Turn brain dead women into baby factories. Makes me sick. I will. And thank you, man. Old school High Council comment right there. It's wild how many things I've been a part of, man. High Council, Friday Night Tights, Tuesday Night's Main Event. We got the Mario Kart streams. We got CobraCast. We got the Fortnite streams. It's been a crazy ride I've been on. And man, if you are looking to create a YouTube channel, if you're looking to do something, fucking do it, man. You never know. I did this for years. Nobody watched me. I had no idea what I was doing. And I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I just kind of figure it out as I go. And you guys have just been awesome. And so just hearing that old school support from what we used to do back in the day, I even saw Chris Farcella in the chat earlier, and he's like, this feels like old school Geeks and Gamer streams. And I like when you guys say that. Like, I seriously mean it. I'm going to repeat what I hope I don't sound like a broken record, but I know there's different people that watch these streams every time. So I don't mean to repeat myself to the people that have heard this. I just trying to reach out to the people that maybe haven't heard it up to this point to repeat myself from that perspective. But I went 2 years probably where I got really focused in on building Geeks and Gamers and building up different avenues of it. So I ended up on a ton of panel streams, and whether it be Friday Night Tights, Tuesday Night's Main Event, which have both been massively successful. Tuesday Night's Main Event has just been crushing it lately. Whether that's the Mario Kart streams, whether that's, the gaming streams or Sports Wars or whatever. And that solo stream that I used to do on Geeks and Gamers kind of got lost. And I feel like my personal connection to people kind of got lost in that too. And I felt that. I felt that people weren't really as connected with me as they used to be. And so getting back to doing this has been therapeutic for me. It's been great. And it's really built my confidence significantly. I know people on the internet that my critics think that oh, Jeremy, he's just an egomaniac. He doesn't hurt for confidence. Stupid fucks. Everybody hurts for confidence. And so, yes, you guys have built my confidence significantly. And especially with what we're trying to do here in Orlando, it's been great. So I feel the connection. I'm glad you guys are loving it. There's Ruthie in the chat, longtime supporter. I know she's loving these streams. So these solo streams are just killing it, man. It's been phenomenal. It really, really is. I know Fresh and Fit have been, they're really tight with Andrew Tate. So look, to the argument, and I saw Sailor Mercury said it too, like Sailor Mercury said basically, Andrew Tate reminds them of like the Manosphere people. I get that criticism. I really do. Because I think the manosphere stuff has just been a huge turnoff for a lot of people. And I feel like Andrew Tate kind of gets pulled into that a little bit, unfortunately, sadly. But I don't think he's the same. I really don't. I don't think it's the same thing at all. But I do understand that criticism because there's been so many of those guys like your Jack Murphys and all that other stuff. There's a lot of those guys out there. And I don't think Tate's one of those guys. I think when I listen to Tate, and as I said before, I heard the one-liners, you know, with him. I heard all that stuff. And when I first became aware of him, I'm like, this guy's insane. You know, like what he's saying is insane. Then I watched the long form stuff and I was like, okay, he actually knows what he's talking about. He's actually versed. He's actually intelligent. He's very well spoken. I watched his interview with Valuetainment, which is one of his better ones. And so I realized that he's being clipped intentionally by people that don't like him to build a narrative, which has happened to me, which has happened to a lot of people. And so, you know, I see Ian Hall says solo stream greater than solo a soy wars story. Thank you. So we shall see. Got another 20 from before movies sucked. Okay, I missed the details on Orlando HQ forever ago, and now I've waited so long, it's awkward to ask. Did you guys buy a house in Orlando as a permanent office space, or are you guys forming a capitalist commune? So we have about a year here in this area, and we got to make it work. The market is so bad that I couldn't. The market's crazy, especially in Florida. So business side, it made no sense to buy a house or buy an office building. So we got about a year to really grind and make this work. And so this is kind of the HQ for the next year. And then we're going to see what happens beyond that. But we are dedicated, 100% dedicated. And I'm looking forward to the next year. You guys are going to see a lot of different type of content from us. And we're really looking forward to it. Okay, so we've got Articulated Chad says, Jeremy, I want to have you come talk G.I. Joe with me. I'm always willing to talk G.I. Joe, always. Bean T says, has everyone realized Andrew Tate is scamming them out of their money yet, and that he made his money flirting with dudes pretending he was a cam girl? I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know if you're like one of these Tate haters or whatever. But the more I see people that are just actively against Andrew Tate because I guess you want him to be locked in prison, even though there's literally no evidence because you don't like him. I think that's insane. Andrew Tate being a fucking pimp and a player does not equal human trafficking. And I think Eliza Blue has shown us how that term has lost all meaning whatsoever. That is a term that if you like label that with someone, it sounds really horrible until you realize how it's being misused like crazy. And so you may not like him. There may be 1,000 reasons to not like the guy. He may be the biggest douchebag on the planet. I just want to see evidence. And I don't think that that's the wrong thing to ask for in today's current situation, to provide evidence before you lock a grown-ass man up, or at least show the evidence to support why you have him locked up. That's it, you know? Taters. Yeah, taters. Let's see. Fetter Lump. What the fuck? Fetter Lump for 2. Have you seen my wife? I can't find her. God damn it. Mike Hill, somebody needs to tell Joe Biden how to walk upstairs to Air Force One. Christian Wolf says the left is unified in their hatred of the right. That's fair. DJ Nutsack says both parties are different sides of the same coin. If Trump wins, he needs to totally gut the deep state. Agreed. Wolverine Schnick says Cernovich is certainly a biatch. Marticus Finch says this channel, the channel with the Biden Trump the Kingdom Hearts 2 versus Kingdom Hearts 3 epicness is called Regular Pat. Gotta hear your reaction later in the show, of course. I will definitely see if Jed or J. Hellstrom, see if you can find this one. Regular Pat, Biden Trump KH2 versus KH3. Bashy Washy, Grifting Fee. Sorry, been away for a while. I'm under the weather. Hail chat. Hail Jeremy. Also, I know you are friends with Jeremy, but he is Murphy in the making. He is a fraud. Jeremy's quartering is certainly not a fraud. I'll bring up the Zack Snyder thing. You know, everybody, still remembers that whole situation, and that was a defining moment to show me like who actually was my friend and who wasn't. And I didn't know the quartering that well when that happened. We didn't know each other that well. I'd never spoken with him privately. He reached out to me to find out what happened. We had a phone call. It was a fantastic phone call. And, he gave me his advice on how I should handle it. I agreed and told him that was kind of what I was thinking. And even like people like Star Wars Theory reached out to me privately. Hey man, what can I do? What do you need, man? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? So quartering had my back in what was one of the worst things for me ever publicly. And so I'll forever be in his debt for that. But not only that, he's helped me out a lot. And he doesn't even want credit for it or anything like that. But if I need anything from the quartering, he's got my back. That is 100%. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt, Jeremy Hambley is a legitimately good dude. And if he will have your back, he will. And so I might disagree with some of the stuff he's saying right now on Twitter, but he's a legitimately good dude. I can say that firsthand. He really is. Let me see. But thank you, Bashy Washy. I hope you get to feeling better too, man. We appreciate you. John Yarber says, keep up the good work, Trump 2024. Cliff 3188, be polite. Fuck you, oxymoron statement. Sir Ruin of House Roundhead, are you ready for the other Republican nominee to go after Trump for being old and that he can only get one term in office? I agree with you on the mask stuff, especially if the owner is not wearing one. Oh yeah, the Republicans they're gonna be like sharks, man. They're gonna be like sharks on Trump. No doubt about that. And he's ready for it. Alice in Blunderland. It really irritates me how people still wear masks like they think they have the moral virtue that makes them feel superior to everyone else. Yep. Eric K says, sweet. We get to see Jeremy's Geo Metro with the Cobra sticker tonight. Oh, man. Gruff for 10. You were missed on FNT, but CobraCast has been a great weekend blessing. Keep up the good work, but you'll only never get my hard-earned money, you dirty grifter. Wait. Too late now, right? Batgoat, my guess is a 1978 Ford Mustang II King Cobra, 139 angry horses. You're not too far off. Abomination. I don't know about any recent stuff, but did you catch Brittany Venti's videos and streams about Tate? She covered quite a bit about his background. Yeah, yes, I've seen a lot of Brittany Venti stuff on it. I like Brittany a lot. She's awesome. Let's just say we disagree on the Tate stuff. Andrew or Ant Box says, I think Andrew Tate should be free, and I like a lot of what he says. I also think his university is a bit grifty. I agree 100%. Chris Farcello too says, Daddy Waffle happening. That's some old school Geeks and Gamers lore right there. Tweet Tone says, bless you, Jeremy Osteen. I drove 8 hours yesterday to buy a vintage guitar amp, and CobraCast helped a lot. Thank you. By the way, I was formerly Mark 115. What's up, Mark 115? All right, so you're Tweed Tone now. Tweed Tone, Mark 115. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you had a safe trip. You know me. I like to drive a lot. I like to drive all the time. Let me see. All right, and then over on Rumble, and we are live on Rumble. V6 Neon says people are saying Kennedy is running against Biden in 2024 Democratic nominee. So that would be Kennedy versus Trump. Deep stated, fed with what if Kennedy crossed the floor, became Trump's VP equals deep state effed. Yeah, I don't think that would happen. I don't think Trump would bring that on, but that would throw a wrench into plans for sure. And then V6 Neon says, normally catch recorded as of time of difference in UK. Any news on Krigler? Your onion on the UK's Fauci, aka Hancock, being exposed WhatsApp project fear against citizens. Yeah, I talked to Krigler about coming on, and we just didn't follow up. I know he's been busy, and I know time differences are kind of affecting that. But yeah, that's all. I don't have any new updates on that. I am going to be going on with Legal Mindset this week, I think. And I might go on with Camelot as well. So I'll keep you guys posted on that for sure. If anything transpires on that. All right, let me see if we can find this. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so how long is it? Okay, it's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds. All right, so this is a pretty quick one. Okay, so let's do this. Let's react to this one. So this is Trump and Biden argue over Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. Here we go.
Donald, can you give it a break, man? KH3 came out over 4 years ago, and you're still in your feelings about it. These
No.
multi-hour takedown video essays.
No.
I mean, starting discourse on Twitter.
Truth Social. What? Here's the thing, Joe, and I'm not happy about this. You can ask anyone. I was very, very excited for Kingdom Hearts 3, but it was mid, Joe. It was mid, and a lot of people are saying that.
Just don't get it. What did you want from the game? Of course, it's not going to be what you dreamed of in 2006. We grew up, Donald. We're old
That's
now.
not my fault. They should have listened to the fans. The DLC saved this thing. It was straight cheeks when it released, and now it's like a C+. So floaty, so floaty, the Osaka team.
Oh, give me a break, Jack. If I hear Osaka team one more
It's not
time.
even just the combat, Joe. It's everything. It's the story,
Oh boy.
the pacing. Yes.
Come on, you mean to tell me you played KH2 and you're going to turn around and tell me that KH2 isn't 80% Disney filler shit?
That is so capped, Joe.
It's not. You just don't want to think about it. You don't want to remember escorting Mrs. Potts or, trotting through that fucking snooze fest of a Mulan world.
Joe.
Somehow your brain only retained the good parts like Thousand Heartless and
sick, so sick. And here's the thing, Joe. It was the perfect middle point.
No one's saying it isn't.
The perfect
We
middle.
all
The
like Hollow
stakes are
Bastion. No
established.
one's
It's
arguing
fast,
that.
it's
That's a
epic.
cold take.
And what was your game's middle point, Joe?
Look.
What did KH3 have? Oh, I remember. The 100-Acre Wood, a sleepy world for a sleepy man and his sleepy game.
Folks, he's ignoring the obvious here.
That's the sleeping realm theory, Sleepy Joe. It's all of us sitting around theorizing how you could like such a trash fucking game.
You're out of your mind, Jack. You want to talk sleep because we can talk sleepy all day. Let's talk about world design.
I'd rather talk about drive forms.
No. Let's talk about those fucking pancakes you call worlds.
It's a combat game. I don't care about jumping on whatever you call them, platforms. It's
Fucking
supposed to be
flat
about
ass hallways with different Disney wallpapers.
Joe, nobody cares. You are so low skill, Joe.
Every other game in the series at least tried.
No.
KH2 is the only one that just gives up before it starts.
Nope. See,
This is such gamer talk. This is what gamers do. Like, God, I need this world. I need a world where our leaders are arguing over video game aesthetics and DLC and map design, all of this stuff. God.
Oh, you want treasure chests? Here, we put them up against a wall.
Come on,
really making
because
you work for those. A real brain buster.
who fucking cares about getting chests? The whole point is to fight bosses.
Yeah, maybe to you. And what are you even saying, man? All you do is watch the same three dudes do KH2 randos. That's like 50% opening chess.
Do you play on beginner?
People can play on whatever difficulty they
You
like.
never beat Lingering Will, did you?
Kingdom Hearts is not
You
a
can't beat
competitive
Lingering
sport.
Willie without that whack-ass Kupo coin, can you?
I've put in so many hours into every game in the
A little
series.
get-out-of-jail-free card for little babies.
Look,
That's what it is.
Come on, man.
A baby coin. Boo-hoo, little baby.
I don't play games to get my ass kicked. No,
Your whole fucking
believe
game
it
is
or
on
not,
easy codes by default.
at least I made it to the end game in KH2. You probably
you
threw
even
up and
talking
shit your
about?
pants when KH3 asked you to collect the 300 crabs. Oh no, I have to explore. This isn't a straight line. Help.
Crabs are trash,
Do
Joe.
you even have a save file past the Caribbean?
Look, I'm really rich, but the fact that you had to pay extra money for the only good parts of this game, that's so bad. That's really, really
if you
bad.
think super bosses are the only good things about these games, then I don't know what to
Joe,
tell you,
shut
man.
the fuck up. The only bad thing about KH2 is the prologue. It's too long. It's slow.
That's so funny because it's literally one of the only three good parts.
At least KH2 has 3 good parts instead of 0.
Oh, I love Zero.
He is a good boy, and he's in KH2 and not 3.
Fuck.
Look, I can do this all day, Joe.
Oh, I bet you can, man. I've seen you do it every day since January 2019.
Can't wait for KH4.
Same here.
It looks mid from the trailer, though.
Jesus Christ. Can we at least agree Dream Drop is trash?
It's a piece of shit. I never liked it.
Holy shit, man. Why are these so good? Why are these so damn good? I can't get enough of them. I've been watching them. Like, I even put some in the chat for me to react to. They're just so good. Like, there's this one right here. It's them arguing over a Star Wars tier list, and it just warms my heart because I'm like, this is what we need more of. We need more geek culture to do shit.
My fellow presidents, we have to rank all these Star Wars films.
I fucking love Star Wars almost as much as I love tax fraud. We better be doing the shows too.
Clone Wars is an easy S tier, and Rebels. Joe, you probably slept through the shows. There's no way you got through
Obama sounds a little off. Obama sounds a little off.
70 hours of Clone Wars. We are only doing the movies.
That is right, Sleepy Joe. You cannot even remember what happens in the movies. Plus, I'm not finishing that dog shit Kenobi series.
We're going in order, starting with Phantom Menace. Which one is a Phantom Menace? Is that the one with young Anakin and Padme?
Of course, you only remember the parts with the kids, Joe.
Somehow I am not surprised. Anyways, Jar Jar is not funny and does not add anything to the plot. Plus, half the movie is just more Tatooine. I'm going to have to put it in C tier.
That mall fight at the end, though, you have got to give it to John Williams for that fire-ass theme.
Don, you moron. That fight was good until Maul stood there for 5 seconds doing nothing and let Obi-Wan slice him in half. Yeah, that was really stupid, Trump. What a way to ruin a perfectly good fight. It's going in C. Attack of the Clones, on the other hand, is even worse. D tier. I hate that shit. But it's got the best planets, you know, Camino, Geonosis, Croissant, and it's got that Natalie Portman. I wish she would come jump on my lap.
Joe, we get it. You like minors. That doesn't make it a good film. Obama, I agree with you. D tier easy. That shit's got worse writing than the sequels.
Revenge of the Sith is overrated. You guys just dick ride it for the memes.
Are you fucking kidding me? It has the best saber duels in the whole franchise.
That doesn't make up for the fact that it doesn't work without the context of Clone Wars and the original trilogy. The dialogue is still as bad as the previous 2 movies.
You are so boring, Obama. Who the fuck watches Star Wars for plot development and writing? It's got 2 dudes fighting over lava for the fate of the Republic. It is sick as fuck, Obama. You are just mad Mace died. He was the only one who you could relate to.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
I'm fine with it being an A tier. I'm just putting it in A.
Go fuck yourselves. I don't even care about Rogue One and Solo. All I remember is the only good part where Vader cuts through those weak rebels for the plans. Just group them together and put them both in D tier.
Trump, are you retarded? Solo is definitely better. I finally get to know about how Han Solo got his name, the Falcon, and even 4 STDs. We never needed to know any of that shit, Joe. Han was cool because he was mysterious. Now it's all explained and boring as fuck. I'll put Solo in D, but Rogue One is an A tier. That one actually gets into some relevant plot points.
The Obama voice is so bad it's throwing me off, and I know the audio's a little low on that one. So the Obama voice is so bad it's throwing me off. That one's really, the voice was really bad off that one. Let me see. This one, I saw this one, and again, I know how retarded it is, but I can't get enough of this shit, man. I just can't. Like, this is the world I want to live in right here.
For Joe, has anyone here played a Mario Party?
I played Monopoly. Does that count?
All right. Well, first we got to roll to see the order. I got a 9. Very impressive if I do say so myself.
I got a 1. I'm not enjoying this game so far. I say we go back to Overwatch.
Here we go. A 7. You know what they say. 7 is the luckiest number.
What do the different colored spaces mean? I don't get it.
Joe, I'm not going to explain every little detail about this game. You'll figure it out as we go.
Oh, well, hey, I also got a 7. Is that good?
Of course you'd copy my role, Sleepy Joe. First you steal my place as president, and now this?
The dice rolls are random, you fucking moron. I didn't copy anything.
This baseball game is quite challenging.
What's going on? I thought we were playing Monopoly. Why are we playing baseball now?
Try to keep up, Joe. It's a mini game. Just shut up and hit the balls.
I can't. They're going too fast.
Oh, what the fuck? How did we all lose to Chris?
It's been a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario.
It looks like I'll have to get past this ogre to get to the star. Oh, it appears I found a secret.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What? What's that?
Okay, never mind. It's just
Stimulus.
some coins.
What just happened?
Don't worry about it, Joe. It's not important. This guy wants me to pay 2 coins to pass? I don't think so, buddy.
Of course you'd cheap out on 2 coins.
I don't want to hear it, Joe. You wouldn't even shout me a McRib last time we were at McDonald's. Anyway, I'm going to buy this double dice because you know what they say. In this game, dice make the world go round.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that, homie. I think you're just delusional.
Mario's switching the star to my island. Looks like I made the right choice.
Yo, what the fuck? That mushroom girl got bored harder than Pinocchio when he was eaten by a whale. Someone please say something.
Everyone shut up. I'm about to grab the first star of the game. Wow, incredible. I really am the greatest at Mario Party.
Look at this guy sucking his own dick. You're the only one who's played this game, dipshit.
That's true, Donald. I've never even seen this red mustachioed man in my life.
Cope harder, guys. You're both just mad that I got to diamond rank in Overwatch in less than a week.
I think you need to go outside, bro. I don't think anyone's even seen you since you lost your presidency to me. Better watch out, Orange Man. I'm only 7 spaces away from getting a star of my own. Oh, what the hell?
Get fucked, loser.
That's a load of horse crap.
That's a skill issue is what it is.
Nothing personal, Biden. You've got to do what you got to do.
Are you kidding me with this shit? I'm never getting this fucking star.
Cry more, Sleepy Joe.
And now you're stealing from me. What the fuck, Obama?
Sorry, Joe. Like I said, it's nothing personal.
Get this goofy flying cumball away from my guy.
I gotta say, Joe, your mashing skills are perhaps the worst I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of mashing.
Well, when you get to my age, it gets hard to move your fingers that fast.
Yeah, well, I'm sure your wife can attest to that. All right, everyone, it's us versus Chris. We got to make sure to look in a different direction than him.
What the hell does that even mean? You didn't give me enough time to practice this mini game.
You let down the team, Sleepy Joe. Looks like it's up to us now, Obama.
I got this. I'll try to juke him at the last second. Well, shit.
What the fuck? My finger slipped. How the hell do we keep letting Chris win these mini games?
It's a me. I'm Mario.
Finally, the star is back on my island. It's the perfect chance for me to use my double dice.
Trump, are you fucking stupid? You don't have enough coins to buy the star.
Don't need it. I'll just buy it on the way around. See, now I have enough coins to buy it. That's the beauty of the economy. And look, I even got a custom dice. Remember what I said? Dice make the world go round.
Can you shut the fuck up about that?
Mario switched the star back again. Now's my chance to use this warp block that I've been saving. Perfect. Now I'm right behind the star.
How dare you switch places with me, Biden? I hope you undershoot this roll.
Are you yanking my fucking dick with this shit again? I am losing my goddamn mind.
That's what I like to call sweet karma.
Whatever. I'll just get it on the next turn.
I have to warn you guys, I'm a bit of a master at this mini game.
Quiet down, Donald. I'm trying to focus.
What the hell? My finger slipped. I pressed it too early.
How many times are you going to keep using that excuse, bro?
Don't care. I did better than Sleepy Joe, at least.
Oh, what's happening? What did I miss?
Now, if I'm lucky enough, this should put me right behind the star.
There's no fucking way you just did that. This game is fucking AIDS, dude.
Calm down, Biden. It's just a game. Besides, you deserve that for swapping with me last turn.
I guess you could say that Joe won the battle but lost the war.
Shut your cock-sucking mouth up, Donald. I'll draft your ass into the war. I'm the goddamn president of America.
That's not how it works, pal. I should know. I'm also the president.
It looks like Chris is on the move. He's nabbing his first star of the game.
Took him long enough. How about you, Joe? Where's your star?
I don't know. Like, I can't stop watching. I can't fucking stop watching this shit. It's so goddamn good.
Oh my fucking God, this guy.
It looks like he has enough to steal a star as well. This could be bad. You got to be kidding me. I literally just got that star.
Fucking pussy.
Time for the predictions. If they're smart, they'll choose me.
Don't get cocky, Donald. Anything can change in 5 turns.
Oh, what the hell? They're picking Biden. He doesn't even have a single fucking star yet.
Yeah, well, this game owes me after fucking me over so many times, so it makes sense.
9 spaces away from the star. A golden opportunity for a golden dice block. Dice really do make the world go round.
Trump, if you say that phrase one more goddamn time. Oh, shit. Things are heating up now.
Oh, God, no, not fucking chance time. They need to remove this space from the game. Oh, shit. You better not pick me, you fat immigrant. No, don't you fucking dare, Chris. Anyone but Stinky Joe, please. Chris, you fucking bastard. I'll kill you.
What does that mean? Is that good for me?
I'm contacting Nintendo immediately. I won't stand for this
Holy
shit.
mother of God. I just took all his stars.
Unforgivable. I hope you crumble under the weight of your sins.
Sorry to do this to you after you helped me out, Chris, but I need to keep this ball rolling.
You're getting real greedy, Joe. See, you're living proof that we need to redistribute the resources of the wealthy amongst the poor. That's the only sustainable solution for our society to prosper in the coming years.
Donald, don't you own a solid gold statue of yourself with a 12-inch dick peeing in your backyard as a fountain?
That's beside the point. I don't know why you'd bring that up.
Finally, I'm back on the board. And it looks like I'll be dueling you, Chris.
Don't be a pussy, Obama. Bet all your coins.
No, Donald, I'm not an idiot. What if I get the clock minigame?
What's that? What's the clock minigame?
I think I'll bet a nice round 20 coins. As long as it's not the clock minigame, I think I have a good chance of winning.
LMAO, you got the clock mini game, and you're on the inside.
Did you just say LMAO out loud like a fucking 13-year-old on TikTok would? Anyway, what's the deal with this clock mini game?
It's literally an unfair mini game that favors the player further away from the center of the clock.
Sounds like an excuse to me. I could win this easily.
Did you see that shit? We both jumped at the same time, but only Chris made it over. I told you this game was biased.
That's totally cap. I saw you jump
I'll drop
a
it.
little
I'll
earlier
drop
than
it.
he did.
I'll drop it in the chat. I'll drop it in the
my
chat.
life stomping Koopas.
I need to start seriously moving if I'm going to get this star before the game ends.
Why the fuck would you buy that? Now you don't have enough coins for the star.
Would you calm down, Sleepy Joe? It's an investment. Dice literally make the world go round.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
Nice job, dumbass. Now that purchase really was worthless.
You can never have too many dice, Joe. That's what I always say.
Chris is seriously stealing another star.
Can I keep my star for one fucking turn, please?
Should have bought some dice, Obama.
I hope your balls get diced up and fed to a pit bull, Donald.
That was a fun game.
It's not over yet, Sleepy Joe.
If you've ever played Mario Party, the language is exactly how it goes. There's always one person that has played the game, and they've invited more people that's never played it. The one person starts to take off because they know what they're doing. And then as the other people don't do well because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, then eventually that other person, the game is designed to take away from you if you're doing well. And then the other people start getting really arrogant because they start getting, they start getting things handed to them. The person that knows the game starts bitching about the game. This is how it always goes in Mario Party.
Joe, if I get both bonus stars, I can still beat you. See, I got the first one already.
There's no way his fat ass moved the most spaces.
Unlucky bonus, that has to be mine. I literally lost both my stars to Biden. How the fuck is that possible?
GG easy.
This is unbelievable. I want a recount of those results. Joe's fucking ass was hacking with Game Shark. I can smell it from a mile away.
Donald, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not going to accept this shit. Run it back. I want a rematch.
I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm not doing 2 games of this shit.
Fight me in Overwatch 5 haters. I'll kick your fucking ass into next year.
Oh my God. All right. So I want to make sure we give credit. So this is the channel right here. Illegal Carrot. Let's see. I'll drop it in the chat. That video has 469,000 views. This is unifying our country. This is unifying our country. Like, that's how good these are. They're everywhere. I can't get away from them. I watched one and the algorithm's just feeding them to me now. I can't get away from them. They're amazing. It's fantastic. I can't stop. Magnum Norris says, Jesus Christ, Jeremy, I went to Simpcast and came back and you're still squawking. Respect, friend. Hey, you know how it is. Marticus Finch says, look up Trump plays Call of Duty from a channel called NEP. You'll die laughing. Get on that, guys. Drop it in the private chat for me. Trans Greg says, they're wrong about us, they, them, zer. I'm lost. Reddit Silver Member says, Trump and Walt Jr. plays Warzone is my favorite of these videos. That one's kind of old, and I think I saw that one. West Britannica says, one more question. What's the nature of Geeks and Gamers HQ? Is it a brick and mortar office production studio? What things is it enabling? So yeah, so basically it's I don't want to get too many details in terms of where or what it is, because we want to keep our privacy from that perspective. But ultimately, it's a place where we can create a lot of content. We're going to do a lot of vlog style content. We're going to do a lot of we have a studio that we're building within here that me and Ryan are going to do a daily show on. It's going to open up opportunities for gaming streams for us and a lot of IRL stuff. Shout out to Tim Pool. So a lot of IRL stuff for us to do. So if you saw some of the content we did several months ago when we had Orlando before the meetup and everything, it's going to be a lot more of that style stuff that we put a lot of that on Geeks and Gamers clips. We want to do a lot more of that, but we want to put it on the main channel and try to kind of show a different side of Geeks and Gamers as we continue to evolve. So I'm really excited about it, but I'm also very stressed out about it because it's a lot. It's a lot that we're taking on, and I know that. But let's see. All right. Let me see. Is this the one? All right, this one. Let's see. I hope this one is it. Which one? I'm trying to watch this. All right. Let me see if this one's the one you're talking about. That's a pretty long video. Oh, it's only 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long. I don't know. Is this the same style, though? Trump plays Modern Warfare. I like the ones with all three presidents.
GTA $clan. What does that mean? What does your clan tag mean? What does that mean?
Why don't you shut the
fuck up. That's what it means.
You're not even in the Klan and you're talking. Look at you go.
Shit. Mr. trying to sound like Donald Trump.
Oh, so he's going into real lobbies. Is that what it is? So he's actually going into real lobbies. Okay.
Hey, don't talk to the president like that.
He just called me the N-word.
Sorry, Mr. Trump. Sorry, sir.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I thought you were an enemy.
Oh, you piece of
I thought you voted for a sleepy Joe Biden.
I did not actually. No, we didn't.
Thank you, Mama Hueva. Will you be my mama?
Hey, who do you got to vote for? Trump.
That was pretty good. The voice is a little off. I will watch that one though. So, but that is cool. That is cool that he's actually going to real lobbies. So I'll check that one out and then show everybody a little bit later. We are going to wrap this up pretty soon, but that is cool that he's in real lobbies. That is actually awesome. I can respect that. That's a huge troll. Huge troll. 2 more election cycles and we'll have candidates playing Tekken. Dude, my goal, because obviously I'm super political, you know, because I cover politics and obviously I run Geeks and Gamers. My goal is to make politics like what we just saw with those Biden, Obama, Trump games. That is what we need more of right there. We have to have more of that. That is what the world should be. So anyway, let's see. DM says, hail the drinker and Mrs. Salty plus Panther dot re. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Salty, Salty Cracker and Mrs. Salty, the drinker. Absolutely. Love them. And they're really good people. All right. So another, so again, this is not normal CobraCast time. CobraCast is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I just wanted to do something a little, special on the weekend, give you guys some content. I am going to go live over on Twitch in the next 30 to 45 minutes on my Twitch channel, D-Day Cobra, if you guys want to tune in for that. I know Drunk 3PO is going to play. Jay Hellstorm will probably join, and we'll see who else wants to pop in on that party. So we're going to wrap this up. Yes, gaming stream on Twitch. So D-Day Cobra on Twitch, if you want to go follow me over there. I'll be live in the next 30 to 45 minutes over there. Got to get a couple things done before we go live. A lot of the clips from this channel will be re-uploaded. So shout out to Hollywood Scholar, Jed, and to Jay Hellstorm, and My Nerdy Home. We're going to be working on that. So thank you for dropping the links, Eric. Appreciate that. So you guys go follow me over on Twitch. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you for the awesome stream. And Steph, do you want to hop in here real quick? And can you share that really quick? Steph? I don't know if she's backstage or not. Let me show you guys something really quick before we do end right here, because I did share it earlier. Right here. So mods, if you can get ready for this, over on Twitter, our good friend, our John Bartolo. So we today is the 1 year anniversary of John Bartolo, and we lost him. He was a good friend of Geeks and Gamers, and we all knew him, we all loved him, and it was awful that we lost him. He believed in us, but so I just wanted to show you guys this. Steph did tweet this out. So this is the John Bartolo Memorial Sale, 50% off all Enforced products. So if you guys want to go check that out, Stephanie did tweet this out. I'm sure mods can drop those links, and it will obviously go support him and his family. So we love that man, and we're going to miss him, but we're going to keep kicking ass for him. So rest in peace to John Bartolo. And thank you guys for all of the support. I'll see you over on Twitch here soon. And thank you to everybody backstage on the stream that helped out. And rest in peace to our good friend, John Bartolo. So for Jay Hellstorm, for Jed Hollywood Scholar, and for My Nerdy Home, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Say good night, everybody.
Bye,
Bye, everyone. See you on Twitch soon. Good night. Bye.